Dominik Mysterio might be in massive trouble after Liv Morgan kissed him on the latest episode of WWE Raw. It is quite possible that Dirty Dom will face the wrath of Rhea Ripley upon her return. However, there is someone who can save Dom from the Nightmare's wrath, and that star is not Damian Priest. The name in question is certainly not Liv Morgan. The star being referred to here is none other than Finn Balor. The Prince has been an integral part of the Judgment Day for 2 years at this point. He has grown close to Rhea Ripley, Dominik, and Priest over these 2 years. If Rhea decides to punish Dominik upon her eventual return, Balor could realistically be the one to save him from Mommy. There have been tensions between Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest in the past not too long ago. Fans witnessed that not all was right within the Judgment Day. WWE even shared a backstage video in which Rhea Ripley could be seen yelling at Damian Priest. Priest and Ripley are very close. However, their tense backstage interaction highlights that Priest probably won't be able to do much if Ripley decides to punish Dominik Mysterio. Finn Balor has a soft spot for Dominik Mysterio. It seems like former Universal Champion Finn Balor has a lot of respect and admiration for Dominik Mysterio. Last year, he appeared on the Ringer Wrestling Show and made a bold statement about Dirty Dom. Balor spoke in detail about Dominik's rise to the top over the past 2 years. The Prince then called him the future of the business. Tensions within the Judgment Day, and Finn Balor's recent tweet about Dominik Mysterio on a recent episode of Raw, fans saw that there was tension building up between Damian Priest and Dominik Mysterio. The Archer of Infamy made it clear to Dominik and JD McDonough that he did not need them, but instead, they needed him. Additionally, Finn Balor recently reacted to Liv Morgan kissing Dominik Mysterio. Surprisingly, the Judgment Day member was not angry and praised Dom by stating that he has got game. It is clear as day that he likes Dominik and would do everything in his power to make Rhea Ripley realize that he was not at fault and that Liv forcibly kissed him. In the labyrinthine world of WWE, where alliances shift like quicksand and loyalties are as fleeting as the flash of a camera, few stories are as compelling as the ongoing saga of Dominik Mysterio. The prodigal son of Rey Mysterio, Dominik has found himself entangled in a web spun by the domineering presence of Rhea Ripley, whose return promises chaos. But in this theater of dreams and destruction, where giants walk and heroes fall, only one figure can emerge from the shadows to save Dominik from Ripley's grip. And it is neither the brooding presence of Damian Priest nor any of the usual suspects. The unexpected savior? Finn Balor. As Rhea Ripley makes her thunderous return, the WWE Universe trembles in anticipation. Her absence has been felt keenly, a void in the fabric of the roster that no one else could fill. Known for her ruthless aggression and unparalleled strength, Ripley has carved a path of destruction, leaving many a superstar in her wake. Dominik Mysterio, having tasted both the highs of triumph and the lows of betrayal, stands on the precipice of a perilous crossroads. His previous alliances have crumbled, and the support of his father, Rey Mysterio, seems like a distant memory. As Ripley sets her sights on Dominik, the air crackles with tension. Finn Balor, the enigmatic leader of the Judgment Day, watches from the sidelines. Once the prince of the indie scene, Balor's journey through WWE has been marked by dazzling highs and devastating lows. His affiliation with the Judgment Day has given him a new edge, a darker persona that thrives in the shadows. Yet beneath this dark veneer lies a complexity that many overlook. Balor's history with Rhea Ripley is well documented. They share a mutual respect, but also a fierce rivalry. It is this intricate relationship that makes Balor the ideal candidate to intervene in Dominik's plight. Ripley's return is nothing short of spectacular. She storms into the arena, her presence commanding and her intentions clear. The WWE Universe roars in approval, even as a sense of foreboding settles over them. Ripley confronts Dominik, her eyes blazing with intensity. She taunts him, her words cutting deep. Dominik, for all his bravado, is visibly shaken. He knows he is outmatched, and without the backing of his former allies, he appears defenseless. Just as Ripley seems poised to strike, the arena lights dim. The haunting strains of Balor's entrance music echo through the space. The crowd erupts, their excitement palpable. Baylor emerges, his gaze fixed on Ripley. There is a moment of silence, a stillness that precedes the storm. The tension between Ripley and Baylor is electric, their shared history lending weight to the confrontation. Baylor steps into the ring, positioning himself between Ripley and Dominik. He raises a hand, a gesture of both challenge and negotiation. Ripley narrows her eyes, clearly displeased by the interruption. The two engage in a silent battle of wills, each refusing to back down. Baylor speaks, his voice calm but firm. He acknowledges Ripley's power, her dominance, but he also reminds her of their shared past, of the respect they once had for each other. He appeals to her sense of honor, urging her to let Dominik go. Ripley scoffs, dismissive at first. But Baylor's words strike a chord. The crowd watches, enraptured, as Ripley grapples with her emotions. There is a flicker of uncertainty in her eyes, a moment of vulnerability that Baylor seizes upon. He steps closer, his voice dropping to a whisper. He tells her that true strength lies not in destroying the weak, but in rising above the need to prove oneself through brute force. The arena holds its breath. Ripley stands motionless, her mind a whirlwind of conflicting thoughts. Finally, she relents. With a sneer, she backs away, her gaze never leaving Baylor's. She exits the ring, but not before delivering a parting shot, a promise that this is far from over. Dominik, still reeling from the encounter, looks to Baylor with a mix of gratitude and awe. Baylor turns to Dominik, his expression softening. He places a hand on Dominik's shoulder, a gesture of solidarity. He tells Dominik that he sees potential in him, a spark that just needs nurturing. Baylor offers to mentor him, to help him navigate the treacherous waters of WWE. Dominik, eager for guidance and support, accepts without hesitation. The alliance between Baylor and Dominik marks a new chapter in both their stories. Baylor, the seasoned veteran, finds a renewed sense of purpose in guiding the young Mysterio. Dominik, under Baylor's tutelage, begins to hone his skills, his confidence growing with each passing day. The WWE Universe watches with keen interest as this unlikely duo forms a bond that transcends mere mentorship. Ripley, meanwhile, bides her time. She is not one to forget or forgive easily. Her rivalry with Baylor takes on a new dimension, their clashes becoming legendary. Yet, despite the animosity, there is a grudging respect between them, a recognition of each other's strengths. Dominik, caught in the crossfire, learns valuable lessons about resilience, loyalty, and the true meaning of strength. In the grand tapestry of WWE, where heroes rise and fall, where the line between friend and foe is ever blurred, it is these unexpected alliances and rivalries that keep the audience enthralled. Finn Balor's intervention, his decision to stand against Rhea Ripley and protect Dominik Mysterio, is a testament to the complexity of the human spirit. It is a reminder that in the world of WWE, salvation often comes from the most unexpected places. And sometimes, the greatest battles are fought not with fists, but with the courage to stand up for what is right, even when it means facing down a force as formidable as Rhea Ripley.